Welcome, learners, to another deep dive. Today, we're embarking on a really remarkable journey.
Mm-hmm.
The life story of an individual we're going to call the monk. It's a compelling case study, full of incredible resilience, some really unexpected turns.
And profound insights, too, wouldn't you say, into things like intention and, that intricate dance of karma?
Absolutely. We've gathered quite a bit here, biographical accounts,
Yeah.
detailed karmic analyses to bring you this unique story.
And what makes this deep dive so fascinating, I think, is how the whole narrative just beautifully illustrates, well, not just the events of a life, right?
Right.
But those deeper underlying currents, cause and effect. And it shows how even, the most challenging beginnings can actually lead to extraordinary spiritual achievement.
So our mission today is pretty clear. Meticulously unpack the monk's journey, explore these intricate karmic threads connecting past and present.
For him and his whole family.
Exactly. And ultimately discover those pivotal moments that shape their destiny. So yeah, get ready for some truly illuminating insights, I think. Okay, so let's begin right at the very start of this extraordinary life.
Okay.
Our main character was born in a place called Nakhon Sawan, which, poetically enough, means heavenly city.
Yeah, but his early life was pretty much the opposite of heavenly by all accounts.
Far from it.
Indeed. His family, they soon moved to what's now Sakeo province over in eastern Thailand. They were looking for land, to farm.
Starting from absolute scratch.
Totally. His father had to clear dense jungle, literally hacking a living out of the wilderness, while his mother, she worked tirelessly selling traditional Thai sweets.
Like Num Croc? I think I've heard of those.
Exactly. Knom krok, those little coconut pancake things, and kam kai hong, too, another kind of dessert, just to scrape by day in, day out.
Just imagine that level of hardship.
Yeah.
For years, his meals were mostly taro or yam with fish sauce.
Mm-hmm. Supplemented by those sweets the family sold. And often, get this, a single boiled egg served for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
One egg for the whole day. Wow. And they're home. Just a basic hut?
A rudimentary hut, yeah, grass walls, and they slept on rough tree bark. It's a really stark picture of just bare subsistence.
It's not just poverty, is it? It sounds like. Like extreme austerity.
That's a very good way to put it. Profound austerity. Like in the winter, he and his siblings shared one single blanket.
One blanket between all of them.
Just one. They had to take turns huddling together for warmth. Or sometimes they'd wake up freezing and have to build fires, almost like hermits, just to ward off the cold.
Just constant struggle. And survival.
And as if that wasn't challenging enough.
Right. There's more. Their home was only 30 kilometers from the Cambodian border.
During a period of intense civil war.
So he'd lie awake at night listening to bombs, gunfire.
Constantly. Consumed by terror. He actually described it as living with fear and trembling. Yeah. And this backdrop, extreme privation, danger, it really shaped his resilience. But it also meant he only got formal education up to P.4.
Which is like what, 4th grade?
Roughly, yeah. Simply because the family just couldn't afford any more schooling.
So given that kind of start, you'd expect, well, a very different path. But a door did open, didn't it?
It did, despite the poverty, yeah. He became a temple disciple.
Oh.
He lived with his aunt's son, and this allowed him to continue studying at a school near the temple. He eventually graduated P.6, so about 6th grade level.
So that proximity, living near the temple, the monks,
Yeah.
that was obviously a huge influence.
Absolutely huge. And it highlights that recurring theme, doesn't it? Even when one path seems closed, another, maybe unexpected one, opens up. Often through, virtue or some kind of connection.
Living in the temple sphere.
Right. It exposed him to that spiritual environment. It laid a foundation, really, that would profoundly influence his future. Maybe the seeds were already there just waiting for the right conditions,
Makes sense. So after P6, his father takes him somewhere interesting. A fortune teller.
Yeah, a medium. Someone said to have an inner entity. The father was hoping to find out if his son was destined for leadership or something big.
But the medium's reaction wasn't quite what they expected, was it?
Not at all. It was apparently quite dramatic. She reportedly cried out loud, saying she just couldn't read his future.
Couldn't read it. Why not?
Because, she said, a large Buddha statue was completely blocking her vision. She actually seemed afraid of this internal presence, couldn't penetrate it at all.
Wow. A future blocked by a Buddha statue. That's powerful stuff.
Right.
But for the father, wouldn't that raise more questions? How did he go from that mystical barrier to deciding, okay, Navy cadet school, Seems like a leap.
It is an interesting shift, isn't it? But instead of being put off, his father seems to have interpreted it differently. Like maybe it was a sign of his son's unique potential. Maybe even something divine.
So he saw good potential, despite the weird reading.
Exactly. And decided to invest in his education that way. Now, the explanation given later for this large Buddha statue is really insightful. It was said to be his own Dhammakaya, which, in this Buddhist tradition, refers to the body of truth or body of enlightenment.
A deep spiritual state.
Right. Something he'd apparently accessed in a past life. And that, combined with a powerful vow he'd made not to engage with anything outside the Triple Gem, the Buddha, Dharma, Sangha.
That whole package basically created this spiritual protection.
Made him unreadable to the medium. Yeah.
Okay, so off to the Navy.
Yeah.
And the intensity there, I mean, just imagine. Rigorous training, wasn't it?
Incredibly rigorous on land, on the surface, even underwater. Brutal stuff.
Many peers dropped out.
Dropped out, yeah. And tragically, some even died from the sheer physical and mental demands. It was an environment designed to push people to their absolute limits.
And he endured all that. What drove him?
He did endure it, driven by, well, a profound sense of duty, really. A desire to support his parents, bring honor to the family. He even said, if he finished his studies, got a government job, his parents wouldn't suffer anymore. They'd gain respect in the community.
That selflessness again. Putting family first.
It really is a key indicator of his character, prioritizing their well-being over his own suffering, even his own ambition, you could say.
So he graduated, got into government service, success. But then
a truly defining and really unexpected decision, he resigned.
Resigned after all that. He didn't want to climb the ranks, become a general.
Nope, didn't want that. Instead, he ordained as a monk in 1996.
Wow.
Dedicated his life to building merit with his spiritual master, Luangpur, choosing this path of, profound spiritual devotion over worldly success.
That's a massive pivot.
Huge. From worldly ambition straight to spiritual aspiration. A path of service, inner development. He became what they call a Kalyana Mitra.
A good spiritual friend, like a guide.
Exactly. He actively encouraged people. Make merit, keep precepts, meditate. And he was instrumental in establishing over 120 personal Dhammakaya Buddha images. Really building his spiritual community shows deep commitment.
Okay, so this next part. This is where the story takes a really memorable turn, almost like a spiritual thriller.
Right, the sorcerer incident.
He was traveling as a monk now to a place called Pak Thong Chai, inviting people to make merit.
And his driver, who happened to be a police officer, took him to his adoptive father's house.
Okay, and when they got there?
A curious scene. He sees this large group of people waiting outside the house and another group nearby having a drinking circle.
Waiting for what?
The waiting group told him they were there for Thong Hong.
Thong Kong. That means removing black magic, right?
Exactly, removing curses or items. He said he immediately sensed this really ominous atmosphere, a palpable feeling of, quote, hardcore magic. The air was thick with...
So high tension from the start.
Definitely. Then the adoptive father offers him some chilled orange juice.
Okay. Seems innocent enough.
But an inner voice, as he described it, strongly warned him, don't drink it.
And he listened.
Yeah, instantly. He just gently put the bottle down. And immediately, without hesitation, started talking about the benefits of making merit, creating Buddha images.
Didn't question it, didn't confront the potential danger, just radiated his own spiritual purpose.
That's critical, yeah. It shows incredible inner purity, resolve. He didn't engage with the negativity. He just radiated this powerful counterintention, focusing on the Dharma.
And as he spoke, things got weird.
Very weird. The adoptive father's face, apparently visibly darkened, became more sullen, hostile, and at the same time...
The weather?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The clear afternoon sky just filled with dark, ominous clouds. Thunder started rumbling. And a whirlwind formed.
A whirlwind?
Specifically at that house, swirling there for over half an hour. But no rain fell.
That's incredibly specific, like an environmental reflection of the conflict.
He certainly interpreted it that way, as a direct contest of spiritual powers.
So what did he do?
He silently invoked the blessings of his masters, Long Pu and Kunyai, the respected monk, and the female teacher. And he just steadfastly continued his talk, completely ignoring the crazy weather, the father's dark mood. His focus was his shield.
Amazing. And did anyone actually listen with all that going on?
Well, one of the police officer's senior friends initially showed interest, but then seemed to get spooked or unsure.
Understandable, I guess.
But our monk, he just persisted, explained, the only reason you can't make merit is if you choose not to. His perseverance was incredible. After a 4-hour session,
4 hours.
4 hours, he eventually convinced that senior friend to commit to making one Buddha image.
Wow. Okay, so they're finally leaving.
Preparing to leave, yeah. And the adoptive father comes over to their car, says confidently it won't start.
No.
And it didn't, just like he said.
Okay, that's creepy.
Very. But our monk, again, refused to even get out of the car. Just stayed inside, invoking his master's spiritual power. Like, nope, not playing this game.
Another refusal to engage on that level.
Exactly. Then 3 young men appear, seemingly out of nowhere, just drawn to the spot, apparently. They quickly fiddled with something under the hood, and bam, the car started.
Just like that.
Just like that. The young guy who fixed it just said he felt like coming over there.
Unbelievable.
Only then did the police officer finally tell the monk the truth.
Which was?
His adoptive father was a highly skilled, very well-known sorcerer.
It all clicks into place.
The whole sequence, it just vividly illustrates that immense protection you get from a pure mind, right? Unwavering intention. The black magic was basically neutralized by his bright mind.
The purity within him, an impenetrable shield. What a story.
A powerful demonstration, yeah.
Like-
Spiritual fortitude in action.
So that confrontation, that was undeniably a peak moment for the monk, personally. But what's really profound, and what we need to unpack now, is how these intense events aren't just isolated incidents.
Right. They're interwoven.
Deeply interwoven with the karmic tapestry of his entire family. We need to pull back the curtain on some of these stories now.
Because they show the threads of cause and effect in just astounding detail. It highlights that karma isn't just individual, it's familial, it's collective.
We see the law of karma playing out with remarkable precision, don't we? Revealing these intricate connections between past life actions and present experiences.
Yeah.
It's not vague, it's specific, almost like spiritual accounting.
Very specific. Take his grandmother's hardship, for instance.
Right. Her life was just filled with profound suffering, poverty, brutal abuse from an alcoholic first husband.
And later, a stepson-in-law, too.
She was beaten, verbally abused, even shot at, denied food, kicked out of homes in her old age. It's just heartbreaking.
You're really heartbreaking. And the karmic insight provided is incredibly stark and specific.
Right.
In a past life, she was a man, an alcoholic man who habitually beat and verbally abused his wife and children, and frequently threw them out of the house.
The exact same things that happened to her.
Exactly. That specific karma returned to her, manifesting as the suffering she endured. Her poverty was also linked back to making few donations in past lives. It shows that principle. The seeds we sow, good or bad, often return with precise resonance.
Wow. Okay, then there's his younger brother, the mysterious illness.
Yeah, he suffered severe malaria, was unconscious for 7 days, almost died.
And even after recovery, he wasn't the same, was he?
No. Left confused, forgetful, had headaches whenever he tried to think hard. It forced him to drop out of school. Huge impact on his cognitive abilities, his future.
And the karmic explanation for that?
Again, very specific.
Right.
In a past life, he had put a non-lethal poison into alcohol meant for an enemy.
Non-lethal.
Right. The enemy didn't die, but became confused, disoriented, experienced similar cognitive problems. So that specific karma manifested as his brother's symptoms in this life. It shows that precise, often mirrored nature of karmic payback.
That level of specificity is just mind-blowing. And there was also that strange dream his brother had about gold.
Ah, yes. The vivid dream about digging for gold near their house. The mother even consulted a medium.
Who confirmed it? Gave a location.
Yep. But despite digging, they found nothing. Later, an elder offered some insight. Said the gold was there, but
What?
it required the brother to ordain as a monk for 7 days first, which he never did.
So was the gold real, or?
Well, the interpretation given is that the dream itself was just an empty dream, a figment of imagination, not a real karmic opportunity for wealth. The true opportunity, the real treasure in that situation was the elder's guidance towards spiritual merit through ordination.
Because the apparent shortcut was actually a spiritual invitation.
Exactly. A reminder that true value often lies beyond what we can physically dig up, you know?
Makes sense. Then his father's ailments. Another vivid picture. He suffered from a whole host of things.
Heart disease, high blood pressure, gastritis, irregular heartbeat, hemorrhoids, appendicitis. Quite a list.
And the cause.
Attributed to the karma of killing animals for food, raising animals for slaughter, and also overworking animals, both in past lives and the present one.
Okay. And the solution offered.
Aligns with Buddhist principles. Cultivate all merits, donation, precepts, meditation, release animals from captivity, and crucially, dedicate the merit earned to those beings he had harmed.
So it's not just consequence, it's about purification too. Mitigation through conscious action.
Precisely. Karma isn't just a sentence. There's potential for change through compassionate action.
And his mother struggles. Similar pattern.
Small pattern, yeah. Persistent physical issues, numbness in her legs and feet due to a pinched nerve, and chronic sinusitis.
Okay, and the links there.
The numbness and pinched nerve were traced back to a past life in an agricultural society where she apparently tied the legs of animals before they were sent to slaughter.
Wow.
And the sinusitis was linked to neglecting animals, leaving them exposed to sun and rain without proper care.
It really underscores how every action, even seemingly minor ones involving animals, can have ripples.
Definitely. And again, the solution emphasized accumulating merits, releasing animals, dedicating merit, compassion as the antidote to past harm.
Okay, so even with all these, deeply entrenched karmic stories in the family, there's this powerful counter-narrative, isn't there? Redemption, collective effort.
Yes, a Athena story.
Right. In 2003, the monk learns about this major upcoming event in 2004, a special Gathena ceremony.
The Chakrafat Futtahan Pavana 60th anniversary Gathena. A big deal.
And it was believed to be so significant it could close the doors to lower realms, prevent rebirth in states of suffering.
That was a belief, yes. A very powerful merit-making opportunity. And the monk desperately wanted his mother to be a president for this Gathena.
Which requires a substantial donation, right?
A very substantial one. And this decision, made by the family, even though they were still burdened by debt, it shows a huge shifting priorities.
Towards spiritual accumulation over material worries.
Exactly. It wasn't about immediate financial relief. It was a powerful reorientation. Faith reshaping the family's goals.
And his sister played a key role.
His sister, yeah. Deeply devoted. She started praying and meditating daily, specifically wishing for 100,000 baht.
Which is roughly, what, $2,700 USD?
Yeah.
A lot for them.
A huge amount. Enough for her mother to be a Gathena president. And here's where things get, well, pretty miraculous.
The dairy cows.
They're dairy cows, which normally brought in less than 20,000 baht a month, sometimes even under 10,000, suddenly started producing an exceptional amount of milk.
Just out of the blue.
For 3 consecutive months, their income from milk sales soared to 40,000 baht per month. Unprecedented.
Double or even quadruple their usual income.
Right. The sister meticulously saved every bit, accumulating a total of 120,000 baht. This surge was directly attributed to her sincere prayers and the family's unified, unwavering intention to make this merit.
It's an incredible turnaround.
And it shows something powerful, doesn't it? It's not just about the donation itself. It's how that profound shift in collective intention, putting spiritual merit first, even above immediate material needs, can fundamentally reset a family's trajectory, financially and spiritually, effectively eradicating the destiny of poverty, not just for now, but for the future.
So, with the money secured, the monk brings his parents to the temple.
And they joyfully donated the 100,000 baht to Luangpur.
And his mother, when asked if she regretted giving away the biggest sum of money they'd ever had,
she firmly said no. No regrets. And the remaining 20,000 baht, they used it to pay off all their debts that same year.
bringing immense joy and relief to everyone. A complete reset, an absolute turnaround.
It's such a clear, tangible example, isn't it? How profound faith and sincere merit can powerfully reverse negative karmic patterns. It really underscores that belief that generosity, when rooted in deep spiritual intention, can manifest not just spiritual benefits, but real, tangible material improvements too.
Literally ending the destiny of poverty for them. Amazing. Okay, so let's tie some threads together now. We learn about the monk's own past lives too, right?
Yes. Connecting all this, it's revealed he was once a skilled warrior for a king who later ordained as a monk.
And in that same life, he himself also ordained.
He did, laying some significant spiritual groundwork for this current life.
But it wasn't all smooth sailing even then.
No. Even in his past monastic life, he apparently carried that warrior temperament with him. Hot-tempered, proud.
Okay.
When he got irritated, he would actually tell his fellow monks to get out.
Really? Wow.
And this specific karma of expelling others from his presence is said to have contributed directly to his current life experience of poverty and displacement, living near that war zone.
It's that mirroring effect again, how we treat others.
Can have direct external consequences, yeah. Sometimes across lifetimes.
But he also accumulated good karma in that life. You mentioned that earlier.
He did, significantly. Later on, he genuinely studied and spread the Dharma, the Buddha's teachings, and he made many merits supporting education.
So how do those conflicting threads work? Does the good just cancel out the bad?
Ah, that's crucial. Karma isn't like a simple balance sheet. Debits and credits canceling out. It's more dynamic.
Yeah.
His later good karma, especially spreading Dharma, supporting education, it significantly mitigated the harsher effects of his earlier negative karma.
Soften the blow, basically.
Exactly. It allowed him to complete his education in this life, become a civil servant. It prevented him perhaps from falling into even worse hardship. It shows that truth. Past actions can be lessened, even redirected, by consistent positive intentions and actions now.
So our future is always being shaped, to some extent.
Always. It's a powerful reminder that it's never too late to change course, really.
And for the monk himself, in this life, his spiritual practice is now incredibly advanced, right?
Extremely. He's attained Dhammakaya, that body of truth we talked about, and apparently can easily return to Dusitburi's special zone for bodhisattvas.
Which is like a high spiritual plane, a heavenly realm where advanced practitioners prepare for Buddhahood.
That's the understanding in this tradition, yes. Very advanced.
And his connection to his family, his group.
His mukana, yeah.
Yeah.
His spiritual community or group. His family had been supply line supporters for generations, apparently. But that connection was actually disrupted for many eons
Why?
due to hurt feelings, conflicts, way back in a distant past life. But the momentum of old merit, plus his current profound practice, has brought them all back together now to create spiritual good together in this lifetime.
A powerful reunion then, facilitated by good deeds across lifetimes.
Exactly.
So his current purpose seems crystal clear.
It does. Ordained for life, dedicated to deep practice, to achieve Dhammakaya Vijja, that's the specialized knowledge and practice of this meditation,
And to fight Mara.
and to, once again, fight Mara, which in Buddhism symbolizes those forces of illusion, temptation, all the spiritual obstacles we face. He's not just living, he's on a profound, active spiritual mission.
What a journey, seriously. What a journey we've covered in this deep dive.
Mm-hmm.
From that grass-walled hut near a war zone, through intense naval training, that incredible confrontation with the sorcerer, and ultimately to this path of deep spiritual attainment.
It really spans the whole spectrum, doesn't it? Human experience and spiritual evolution.
And this whole narrative, it just beautifully illustrates that, while, yeah, our current circumstances might be echoes of past actions.
Dedicated spiritual practice, unwavering faith, sincere merit-making, they have this profound power. They can transform even the most challenging destinies.
It's a powerful testament to our potential for growth, for change.
Absolutely.
The monk's story, and his family's too, it's a reminder, isn't it? That perseverance, a pure heart, that unwavering faith, they don't just overcome hardship. They can fundamentally alter the course of our spiritual and material future.
It really makes you think about the subtle yet powerful forces playing out in our own lives.
Yeah. Which raises that important question, maybe for you, our listener.
In what ways do you maybe perceive the threads of your own actions shaping your present? And maybe more importantly, what intentions are you consciously trying to weave for your own future?
How might those small, consistent acts of, compassion or focus,
Yeah.
how might they impact your own unfolding path?
An incredible thought to leave everyone with.
Definitely. Until next time, keep diving deep.